We spent the past weekend in beautiful, historic Beaufort, North Carolina. The house was built in 1885 on the island of Shackelford Banks. It was moved by sail skiff to its current location in Morehead City in 1901. Behind this historic home is the guest house that we stayed in this weekend, built back in the 1920s to 1930s. The main house and guest house were also featured on HGTV's Beachfront Bargain Renovations back in 2018. Beaufort is a beautiful small town rich in tourism. It was established in 1713 and is the fourth oldest town in North Carolina. It was also rated America's coolest small town in 2012 by Budget Travel magazine. Here we are in downtown Beaufort, North Carolina. We are getting ready to get on a boat here in a little bit to go over to Carrot Island and hike with some wild horses. So in the meantime, we're just sort of checking out downtown and taking a walk on the boardwalk. North Carolina's Outer Banks and Crystal Coast are known for their wild horses that have bloodlines tracking to the colonial Spanish Mustangs. Carrot Island, which is part of the Rachel Carson Reserve, is no different, but these horses' bloodlines are not isolated as such. They're actually descendants of a stock of horses that were kept on the island by a physician in the 1940s, where the original herds consisted of banker ponies. Here we are with the horses blocking our trail, trying to go around them without spooking them. The day was beautiful, and we were even able to hike at low tide to an adjoining island to have a beach all to ourselves. Doing some island hopping. Oh my gosh! It's all mud. Now this is the way to do the beach. Nobody anywhere hear us. We have the entire beach to ourselves. The next stop on our trip was to Beaufort's Old Burying Grounds. This is a historic site that shows graves dating back to the early 18th century. It is an eerie feeling walking through, and I chose not to take video on this tour out of respect. The audio tour tells fascinating stories, such as a soldier buried standing up and saluting King George III. The most fascinating is a young girl that died at sea. She was put into a barrel of rum to preserve her body until they made it to shore. She was then buried in the cemetery in the rum barrel. People leave toys and tokens at her grave to this day, and legend has it that at night a little girl can be seen running around and playing in the cemetery, moving all those toys and tokens to other graves.